We've all been there. Dinner's done and we're tucking those tasty leftovers into the fridge, often under a sheet of aluminum foil. It seems harmless enough, right? You finish a delicious meal, and the easiest thing to do is to cover the leftovers with aluminum foil and pop them into the fridge. It's quick, it's easy, and it keeps the food fresh, or so we think. But here's the thing, it might not be as harmless as it seems. In fact, it could be quite the opposite. Using aluminum foil to store your leftovers can actually pose some serious health risks. As a doctor, I'm here to tell you that using aluminum foil to store your leftovers is a big no-no. You see, aluminum can leach into your food, especially if the food is acidic, spicy, or salty. This can lead to an increased intake of aluminum, which has been linked to various health issues. It might be convenient, but it could be putting your health at risk. Studies have shown that high levels of aluminum exposure can be harmful to the brain and may be linked to diseases like Alzheimer's. It's definitely something to think about the next time you reach for that roll of foil. Don't worry, I'm not here to spoil your fun or make you toss out all your foil. There are plenty of safe and effective alternatives that you can use to store your leftovers without compromising your health. We'll uncover the dangers together, and I'll share some simple swaps to keep your food and your family safe. For instance, you can use glass containers, which are not only safe but also reusable and environmentally friendly. They come in various sizes and shapes, perfect for any type of leftover. It's time to ditch the foil and embrace safer ways to store those delicious leftovers. Glass containers, silicone lids, and beeswax wraps are all excellent alternatives. They not only keep your food fresh, but also reduce your exposure to harmful substances. Your health will thank you for it. By making these small changes, you can enjoy your meals without worrying about the potential health risks associated with aluminum foil. So next time, think twice before reaching for that foil and opt for a healthier storage solution instead. I recently spoke with Dr. Zachary Cartwright, a food safety expert, and he sounded the alarm on aluminum foil. It just doesn't cut it when it comes to creating an airtight seal, he explained. Those tiny gaps? They're like welcome mats for bacteria. Dr. Cartwright emphasized that exposure to air speeds up spoilage. But it's not just about freshness. Without a proper barrier, harmful bacteria can multiply, turning your leftovers into a breeding ground for illness. Remember, we can't see these bacteria with the naked eye. They are invisible to us, silently multiplying and waiting for the right conditions to wreak havoc on our health. That's what makes them so dangerous. We often assume that if food looks and smells fine, it must be safe to eat. But the reality is far more sinister. We think our food is safe, but hidden dangers might be lurking. Staphylococcus, Bacillus cereus, Clostridium botulinum, and Listeria monocytogenes. These are just a few of the scary-sounding but very real threats that can thrive in improperly stored leftovers. These bacteria can multiply rapidly, especially when food is left out at room temperature for too long. Listeria monocytogenes, for instance, can grow even in the cold environment of your refrigerator. These are not just names on a list, they represent real threats that can cause serious health issues. These microscopic invaders can cause a range of nasty symptoms: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and even serious infections. The symptoms can vary depending on the type of bacteria and the amount of contaminated food consumed. In some cases, the effects can be felt within hours, while in others, it might take days. In severe cases, they can even be life-threatening. Vulnerable groups such as young children, the elderly, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems are particularly at risk. Hospital visits and medical treatments can be the unfortunate result of consuming contaminated leftovers. That's why proper storage is so crucial. Ensuring that leftovers are stored in airtight containers and kept at the right temperature can significantly reduce the risk of bacterial growth. It's not just about keeping food fresh, it's about preventing potential health hazards. We're not just talking about taste here, but about protecting ourselves and our loved ones from harm. By taking simple precautions, such as refrigerating leftovers promptly and reheating them thoroughly, we can enjoy our meals without fear. Remember, when it comes to food safety, a little caution goes a long way. So next time you store your leftovers, think about the invisible threats and take the necessary steps to keep your food safe. Remember when Tesco, the supermarket giant, tried to ditch those sturdy, hard plastic lids on their products? They replaced some with flimsy covers, and customers were up in arms, and rightly so. It sparked a huge debate about food safety and the importance of secure packaging. This controversy highlighted a vital point. We need reliable barriers to keep our food fresh and safe. Those flimsy covers just didn't cut it. They were easily punctured, letting in air and potentially harmful bacteria. It was a stark reminder that we can't take food safety for granted. So what's the solution? Dr. Cartwright recommends ditching the foil and opting for airtight containers like Tupperware. They're designed to keep food fresh and lock out bacteria, he says. Plus, they're reusable, which is great for the environment. Tupperware containers create a secure seal, preventing air and moisture from reaching your food. This helps to slow down the oxidation process, preserving the flavor, texture, and nutrients of your leftovers for longer. They're like little fortresses protecting your food and your health. Section 6. Beyond containers, bags, wraps, and smart choices. If you don't have Tupperware handy, don't panic. Sealable plastic bags are also a good option. Just make sure they're specifically designed for food storage. And for smaller items, cling film can work in a pinch. The key is to create a tight seal that keeps air out. Press out any excess air from bags before sealing, and make sure cling film is tightly wrapped. Remember, we're aiming for a barrier that those pesky bacteria can't breach. Section 7. Leftover lockdown, tips for safe storage. Here are some golden rules for safe leftover storage. Following these tips will ensure your food remains fresh, safe, and delicious for as long as possible. Cool it down. Don't put warm food directly into the fridge. This is a crucial step that many overlook. Placing hot food in the refrigerator can raise the overall temperature inside, potentially putting other stored food at risk. Let it cool to room temperature first to prevent condensation, which can breed bacteria. Condensation creates a moist environment that is perfect for bacterial growth, which can lead to foodborne illnesses. Shallow is better store leftovers in shallow containers for quicker cooling and more even reheating. Shallow containers allow the food to cool more rapidly, reducing the time it spends in the temperature danger zone where bacteria can thrive. Label and date. Don't rely on your memory. It's easy to forget when you stored something, especially if you have a busy schedule. Label your containers with the contents and the date to avoid any guesswork and prevent food waste. This practice helps you keep track of how long the food has been stored and ensures you consume it while it's still safe to eat. These simple steps can make a big difference in keeping your leftovers safe and delicious. By following these guidelines, you can enjoy your meals without worrying about foodborne illnesses or spoilage. Remember, proper storage is key to maintaining the quality and safety of your food. Additionally, make sure to organize your fridge in a way that allows for proper air circulation. Overcrowding can lead to uneven cooling and increase the risk of spoilage. Keep raw foods separate from cooked foods to prevent cross-contamination. This is especially important for items like raw meat, which can harbor harmful bacteria. Regularly clean your fridge to remove any spills or expired items. A clean fridge not only looks better, but also helps in maintaining a safe environment for your food. Finally, ensure your fridge is set to the correct temperature, ideally below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. This helps slow down the growth of bacteria and keeps your food fresh for longer. By incorporating these tips into your routine, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing your leftovers are stored safely and efficiently. Happy storing! Section 8. Reheating right, banishing bacteria for good. Reheating is your last line of defense against harmful bacteria. Make sure you heat your leftovers thoroughly, to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 degrees Celsius. This will kill any lingering bacteria and ensure your food is safe to eat. Avoid reheating leftovers multiple times, as this can encourage bacterial growth. And remember, when in doubt, throw it out. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your health. Section 9. Foil's final fail, a recap for your health. So there you have it. While aluminum foil might seem like a quick fix for storing leftovers, it simply doesn't provide the airtight seal needed to keep food fresh, and more importantly, safe from harmful bacteria. By switching to airtight containers, using sealable bags, and following safe storage and reheating practices, you can enjoy your leftovers without worrying about putting your health at risk. Stay informed, stay safe, and enjoy those delicious leftovers the right way.